How's everyone doing? Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing fine. Yes. Oh my gosh, the struggle with weight gain continues. It's a struggle. All right, so today we are talking about skin bleaching, and the poll question is: are you comfortable and happy in your own skin? Oh, yes. So what is skin bleaching? I'll just define it the way I know it. Skin bleaching is like altering your skin color, like your complexion, by using chemical products. Most people use like lotion that they apply on their bodies, and that lightens the melanin on the skin. And I'm talking about the black skin. Uh, in Asia as well, people do it as well, because in some countries in Asia, people with lighter complexion are perceived as beautiful, and especially for the women, right? So I will start with the home in Kenya, and when I speak of Kenya, it's sort of like a representative of the African continent, because most countries more or less like have like similar traditions or practices, that's cut across the board. Anyway, let's see what Dr. Google says about skin bleaching. So people, not people, Dr. Google. Yeah, let me look for the definition. Maybe the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Let me see if we can get that definition to start us off. So according to what is the dictionary definition? Let me look for Merriam-Webster. That's the definition that I go for. Merriam-Webster. Let's see, yeah, what's that dictionary says. Okay, so the Merriam-Webster dictionary refers to it like as a lightener, right? All right. So it's a substance that makes something lighter in color, okay? And it's like a chemical substance which is used to lighten hair or skin. Hi, Joey Twinison, how are you? Oh, Alex, your hair is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And please subscribe to the channel. All right. So thank you for your kind comments. Yeah, so bleaching, actually, I am not in support of bleaching. Because I just feel like it does more harm than good to the skin. Okay, yeah. So as human beings, as we grow up, we all have insecurities. I do have insecurities of my own. When I look in the mirror every day, I don't necessarily like what I see, but I have over the years just learned to like love myself and just be grateful, for being healthy and alive. um and the reason I would feel insecure maybe would come from the standard of beauty that is set like so high. You go online and you see these pictures on Instagram and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, I wish I looked like this. Oh, the person looks really nice. Or social media, yeah, I just use Instagram and as an example because I feel like on Instagram everyone is like perfect, you know. There is no imperfection, there are people who are brave enough to allow us to see their imperfections, but it's not really celebrated, you know. And the introduction of filters just took things to a different level. I play with filters sometimes, yeah, but I would not do any harm to my body in form of changing my skin color, you know. My reasons are, one, first of all, I'm just like super lazy. I don't think I would be able to like uh oh, Ari is asking, are you black? Yes, I'm black. I'm black, I'm Kenyan, I'm African. Yeah, so uh the first thing is that, one, the effort and the time that it takes to just like apply those creams is like crazy, you know. And there's a certain way that you need to apply the creams, and you need to like get like a certain concoction. It needs to be mixed in a certain way. It's just a lot of complications that I really cannot have in my life. Yeah. So I'm just so thankful that this has not been something that I have seriously considered. And I'm grateful for that. Yeah. That I'm comfortable in my own skin. So even though I'm not like fully happy like every day, and I think everyone goes through that phase in life, but I am comfortable in my skin and I thank God for that. Ari, how old are you? I'm 37. David, you're beautiful and amazing queen. Oh, David, thank you. Yeah, so that is one reason. The other thing is also like the effects that come from using the skin bleaching products are like lifelong effects that would like really be detrimental to your health. Yeah, first of all, your skin is damaged, you know, and it becomes wrinkly and it's weakened, so you can't stay. For example, April Caracheo, oh, Eva says you look way younger. Oh, thank you. Eva, April says, very pretty woman. Thank you so much. David, oh, David, thanks. Guys, you're most welcome to the channel, and please subscribe and like the live. Yeah, so bleaching, the effects of bleaching, it's not worth it at the end of it all. First of all, you're losing money because it's something that once you start applying those creams, you do it for life. Otherwise, you will revert to your original color and even darker. All right. The other thing is knuckles. All right. So you see, these are my normal knuckles the way they are, right? This is just me normally. So if I am to like change the color of my skin, it will not, the knuckles will remain. So people can always still see that, you know, there's something you've done to your skin. And also the complexion is not normal, right? So the way people have like normal brown color, like lighter color, someone who has bleached the complexion would be like funny looking. I don't know if that makes sense. Hi Skylar, how are you? Yeah, so I just feel like the cons far outweigh the pros, and I don't think it's worth it to like change the color of your skin or to bleach. That being said, this is a practice that is being can I say being done? Oh my gosh, the way I think in Swahili and speaking English confuses me sometimes. Yeah, but a lot of ladies unfortunately bleach their skin or lighten their skin In Kenya, the number is increasing, unfortunately, On a daily basis, you find there are women, young and older women, ascribing to this kind of thing. And it's because the culture of like lighter skinned women is really celebrated. So Eva says it almost makes the skin beige, green tinted from what I've seen. Yes, that is true. Yeah. And it doesn't look good. Do you have kids, Ari? No, I don't have kids now. Uh, yeah, so it's just that so many people, like many young ladies, unfortunately, even older women, like I said, they want to like change their complexion because the lighter skin is celebrated. Yeah. So because the men prefer lighter women to darker skinned women. Why? I don't know. Yeah, and they use this term called like, oh, yellow, 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 yellow. And also in music videos, when they have their video vixens, they tend to feature like lighter skin, women. And also some of their lyrics tend to praise, the woman who's like lighter skinned. Yeah. And so this makes the darker skinned women feel like they are maybe inferior. And especially if you have a low self-esteem, coupled with how society views lighter skin as beautiful, then I can tend to understand why some women will like resort to bleaching their skin as the solution. But for me, I don't really think it's a solution, right? What do you guys think? Because the solution just tends to create more problems. Yeah. First of all, you're going to spend a lot of money, you're going to spend a lot of time, which I feel would be put to like better use for a different cause. And also like just changing your complexion for a man, I feel like that is vain. It's vanity, because who knows like really what men want. you know Today they would want a lighter skin looking woman. Tomorrow they want maybe a woman who has like a big behind. That's why you see a lot of people going to get like the BBLs, and which is very life threatening. Most people like develop serious complications. Others lose their lives. So I don't think it's really worth it. Yeah. Eva, it's Ari. Sorry, no, that's fine, Ari. No problem. It almost convinces darker skinned women and sometimes men that they should resort to skin bleaching, even though the consequences can be very large. Yeah, the consequences are really, really like terrible. Yeah. And you can also develop skin cancer as well. So it's not really worth it in the end. It has a selfish note to it almost. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Vince, you like me? Thank you for liking me. Yeah, so uh this is something that I feel like should really, really be discouraged. Unfortunately, these skin lightening products do very, very well. In Asia, so before I moved to Dubai, I really didn't think that the Asian women also bleach their skin. Because if you look at an Asian woman and a black woman like myself, their complexion is already lighter. So I'm like, why would they even lighten their skin? But in places like India, you have the cash. Is it the cash system? Cash. Wait. No, the caste system. I'm rubbing it up. Oh my gosh, why was I thinking of cash? Yeah, it's the caste system. CASTE. So they have that whereby darker women are considered to be less beautiful, or maybe poor than the lighter skin looking women, which is sad. It's really, really sad. So when I encountered an Asian bleaching was in Dubai, where the lady was from which country? I can't remember, maybe the Philippines, or yeah, one of those countries. And yeah, it was the Philippines. And she was already light skin, you know, but then she was using bleaching products, and I was so confused, you know. Yeah. People don't share awareness for it as much as they should. Yes. Yeah, they don't. They really don't. Yeah. Oh, hi, Ivy Blossom. Yeah, so unfortunately, lighter skin women are really celebrated. These bleaching products are really marketed out there. One time on TikTok, I saw like maybe like 2 or 3 women from Kenya, my country, proudly advertising the products and selling the products, and letting ladies know that, you know, you need to like bleach your skin so that you look light and beautiful like myself. Not myself, I mean like the person who's advertising the products. And it just saddened my heart, you know. I was really sad, and I was like, that should not even be allowed, you know. I think it's high time that these platforms should like really censor such things. Yeah, because I'm sure that those products eventually cause harm, you know. Yeah, but I listened in a little bit in one of the videos, and the lady claimed like, oh, this is not the harsh one, the one with like harsh chemicals. She claims that she prepared it by herself, and so it will not harm you. No, I call BS on that, because for sure, a few years down the line, it's gonna harm you to the point that you can't even be out in the sun to like enjoy life. So why would you do it? Yeah. Eva says they can be proud for it if they want, if they are confident in having those health problems and the consequences. However, it should not be advised. Yeah, I agree with you too. Yeah, it should not be advised. Yeah. But the thing is, sometimes as human beings, we are so short-sighted, you know? We just think of the now, right? Yeah. So you're like, oh, what if I do that? And then everything that is portrayed in social media is not what we think to be the gospel truth. Yeah. Be very careful what you see on social media, you know. Yeah. Be very careful, because most people will want to like just present their best self, you know, portray the best, very best side of them, but they don't tell you what happens on the flip side. Yeah. So the most confident dark-skinned woman could see skin bleaching advertisements and have her self-esteem go all the way back to zero. Yeah, it could happen. That's true. Well, good luck in life. Bye. Bye, Vince. Did you subscribe? Good luck to you too. Convincing her to skin bleach. Yeah, that is what happens. All these adverts will convince you. So you have the adverts, and then you have all these women who are looking all good, because by the time they post their pictures, they're not going to show you that, because your skin stretches. When you use these products, your skin will stretch and your skin becomes thinner. So you have like stretch marks in almost all parts of your body. But the women are not going to show you that. No. Oh, you will. Thank you so much, Vince. Thank you. Yeah. So it's really like, you know, yeah. It's really sad. It's a very sad situation. Unfortunately, it's happening, and a lot of people are really being sold this fallacy, you know, this lie that when you bleach your skin and you're lighter, then you attract men, or you people see you as beautiful and you attract opportunities and things like that. Yeah. In the next couple of years, they will have physical changes and end up having to share awareness for it or hide it. Yeah, they will. And unfortunately, there's a lady that I personally saw in Kenya that would do this. And when the skin, when she doesn't apply the creams, her skin is like dark, and it's not the normal kind of dark skin. And so she's stuck. She has to constantly keep applying the product until she dies, you know? so the problem with these creams, or these skin lightening products, once you start using them, you cannot go back. Once you apply it on your body, that is it. You have to constantly keep on applying it to maintain whatever complexion you want, yeah. And it's so sad. So there's one lady that was applying the products, and then her complexion would change. Sometimes she was a little bit darker, and then after a few days she's like super light. And I used to observe her, and one time I just asked, I was like, like, but I tried to ask in a way that was that would not come off as being condescending towards her. And she told me that it's the weather, with a straight face. She told me it's the weather. So her skin changes when the weather changes. But I was just like, girl, I wish you'd know to stop, because it's not good in the long run. I can't imagine the pain of the burning and having to remember. Yeah. And even one other thing you need to know is that they have to constantly like apply almost on a daily basis, and you have to buy it every month. So that is an expense you're stuck with for life. So imagine if you're broke, you know? I don't ever want to put myself in a situation where I have to spend money every month, like mandatory, especially if it's not something to do with food or health. Let's just say, like, if it's not like the basic necessities, I don't think I should put, or anyone else should put themselves in that position where you need money monthly, and in the event that you go broke or you can't afford it, then you have to do crazy things or just like bend yourself backwards to get whatever you need to get. Yeah. So I saw a natural white woman advertise skin bleaching on TikTok once. Some things are horrible. Can you imagine? How crazy is that? It's just sick. That's crazy. Yeah. And now that you mentioned that, in Kenya, in my country, because lighter skin is, regarded as beautiful, and is preferred to like darker skin. So you can imagine how people regard like a white person. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens. And I don't know if colonialism has anything to do with it, because during those days, the white person was viewed as superior to the black person, and that everything that they had and possessed, all those things were superior to the black man. And I was just thinking, like, is this maybe why uh you find people in Africa like bleaching, because maybe they are looking up to the white skin as the ideal skin? But then again, I get confused at the same time, because however much you bleach, you can never bleach your skin to be white, you know? It is so confusing. I always wonder what goes through, a woman's mind when, deciding to like bleach the skin and change their complexion. Because if it's to please a man, it's not gonna work. Men, you don't know what a man wants. If you say, oh, I'm gonna change my body to please the man, then you'll be in this constant, struggle of never being fulfilled, trying to please someone else. The nerve of some people. She might have not been aware of the effects that it will have if some people it will have. Some people there could even be someone telling her to advertise so that they could see fake results. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's almost like they look up to lighter skin women, even though it's not possible yet to bleach to skin to that extent. Very true, Eva. Yeah. So that's what happens. It's like, bleach, and then you can only bleach your skin so much. Like, how far can you go? And with our melanin skin, like God has blessed us with beautiful, beautiful skin. I love my skin. I love my skin. I love it, you know? And I just can't bring myself to like damage it. Yeah. For example, I can give you an example like my husband and I, when we go out to the beach, yeah, I just need to apply like a little sunscreen. When I was younger, I didn't know that I needed sunscreen. So I didn't even apply sunscreen when I was younger. And I just started applying sunscreen in my adulthood. But even then, I don't need like a lot of sunscreen. I just apply like just one thin layer and I'm good to go. But for my husband, when he does not apply sunscreen, his skin is like, I always tease him. I'm like, his skin is like burnt meat. But that's how I tease him. So he has to make sure he applies enough sunscreen, especially when he's under direct sun. And this happens like at the beach. And in moments like those, I just thank God. I'm like, oh God, I thank you for my skin, you know, that I don't have to like worry or stress a lot. Some people would go as far as to when their skin could be peeling or burning. That is true. And that is why you can find maybe some women have like band-aids, but that is like maybe just a patch that got burnt. And it's really, really unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. And sometimes those creams, the smell, it's just not nice. At the end of the day, it's damaging to the skin. It's damaging your quality of life. It's hurting your pockets because you're spending money. And you know how the product market is like, they keep on inventing like newer products and newer products, and that is what they'll keep on doing. And that means like you're taking more money out of your pocket just because of the way, you know, like you want to look. So I personally would just like to understand what goes on in their mind when they are making that life-changing decision. And it would be nice if more awareness was created, and if people with like huge platforms would like use their platforms to really educate people instead of promoting, you know, this kind of practice. And it saddens me when I go sometimes on media, on social media, you find people celebrating it, interviewing. They even interview like women who have like bleach their skin and celebrate them and praise them. And especially if it's someone of influence who does that and they have a huge following and they endorse such products, then their followers will just, some followers will just blindly follow and do it because their idol or their hero is doing it, so why not, you know? So I don't know. It's something that I feel like should really be addressed with the seriousness that it deserves. I feel like governments should really be involved in making sure that such products should not even be available in the markets, you know. um there are probably Eva says there are probably maybe people that are waiting to find a safer way to get lighter other than skin bleaching. I hope there is not safer way, to be honest. I wish lightening skin did not exist at all. If they have a big following, they can convince anybody. Yes. And I have seen it happen and it continues happening. And it's just a reckless behavior to do that. Yeah. I mean, it's one thing if you want to change your own skin, but if you want to convince a whole, group of people to do it, and especially when you know you're giving them like incorrect information, or you're withholding important information from them, you know. Yeah, so it's really sad. It's super, super sad. uh yeah. And there was one time I was watching a documentary, and it was a South African documentary, and there is this lady, I really can't remember her name, but she had bleached her skin and she was doing photo shoots, and promoting the products and just making a lot of money and trying to convince people that the product is legit. But you could see that it had already started taking a toll on her, that she could not even be outside in direct sunlight. And that is crazy. Huh? Let me see if I can see. Yeah, I don't know where I watched her document. It wasn't a documentary, it was like a feature on her. And I really can't remember her name, to be honest. Yeah. But one day when I do, I will let you guys know. Yeah, but she had bleached to the point that she could not be out in the sun. She would have to walk with an umbrella out in the sun. And it's not like the sun, that it wasn't like super high temperatures. It's just like normal temperatures. Like in Africa, people walk in the sun all the time. I don't see people with umbrellas out in the sun. Certainly not. When it rains, yeah, but out in the sun in Africa, in Kenya, we walk, No one goes around like walking. And I think that's why God blessed us with this skin. He took care of the sun effects on us. That being said, I'm not saying that go out there, be reckless, don't apply sunscreen, but I know from experience and from living it as a young child, I never had any sunscreen on and I just did okay. I know when to be in the sun, when not to be. As an adult, I use it, yeah, because now I can see the effects that it can have on my skin long term. Yeah, so you will know better and do better. Yeah. mm, I had a stage where I wanted to lighten my skin, but I even regret thinking that it has to think about the regret for actually bleaching it. Oh, Eva, I'm glad you didn't go through with it. Yeah, I think the regret for bleaching it is worse. It's like there is no reverse button. It's easier when you can be like, oh my goodness, when you can reverse something, but when you can't really go back and change stuff, it can be super stressful. I cannot imagine. Preppy, hi love. You can have a shout out. Hey Preppy, shout out to you, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Hi JM, how are you today? Yeah, so there are many people who have like bleached. In Kenya, we have like quite a number of influencers. I call them influencers. They call themselves celebrities. I feel like the term celebrities is really misused nowadays. Anyone who gets like a little bit of fame is like, oh, I'm a celebrity. Oh, you're welcome, Preppy. Like, oh, I'm a celebrity. I'm a celebrity. No. Yeah, so the so-called celebrities, once they get a little bit of following, a little bit of fame, uh, unfortunately, not all of them use their platforms responsibly, because there are those who you can clearly see that they have bleached their skin. Trust me, as an African, I can tell. Yeah, I can tell that someone has bleached their skin. What happened? Why are you? What happened? Are you shy or what happened? Yeah, so uh at the end of the day, someone will say, oh, my body, my choice. That is fine. Yeah, I'm not here to dictate what someone can do to their bodies. My concern is giving like misleading information or trying to convince people to do certain things without giving them the full picture, or selling a lie and then really expecting people to buy into it and convincing people to buy into it. That I do not rock with that. No. M says, I'm a runner and I've been getting leg muscles, but that means my legs are getting bigger and it makes me insecure. Oh, so when you run, your legs can get bigger. I didn't know that. Yeah, I also have insecurities as well. Yeah, we all have them. But I just hope it will not like make you have any low self-esteem or something like that. Yeah. Eva, I visited Kenya many times. Really? Wow. Eva, if you don't mind, let me know, where are you from? That is so cool. I've seen a couple of women with bleached skin, and it's obvious. Most of the time, it has a greenish and beige tint, or even yellow. Like, that is true. I agree. Yeah. And sometimes you can see like, are these called the veins or what? Yeah, from underneath, and it's like greenish looking, and it's just, it's sad. Yeah. And one of the reasons that's been given by some women in Kenya who have bleached their skin is that when you're dark, no one notices you, you're not noticeable. So, you have to lighten your skin so that you can be bright. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, why? But why? I was born in the UK, but my mother is from Kenya. Oh, that is cool. So I've spent most of my time in Kenya, to be honest. Yeah, I love Kenya. Kenya is beautiful. Kenya, 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 nchi yangu. Yeah, but I just think that we need more awareness. Like I said earlier, we need to love ourselves. Yes, we have insecurities. I'll be the first to admit. But I think when we look at the cup half full rather than half empty, it will help us appreciate a lot of things. I don't know, maybe for me, it comes with age, growing older. Now that I'm growing older, I really get to see life differently, you know? Mm. So even though sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel like, oh my gosh, I have a big nose. Instead of thinking of how to like, you know, work on my nose or have a nose job, which I would never would have. But I'm just saying, instead of thinking that way or thinking of ways to like contour my nose with makeup, which I also don't know how to do, I just look at it in a way that okay, so I look at it this way, that at least I have nostrils that I can breathe in and out comfortably with without any blockage or distractions. That is how I look at life, and then I just laugh and I keep it moving, Yeah. So that is how I deal with my insecurities nowadays. I might wallow in my misery for just a little bit, but then after that, I'm like, you know what, gal? Maybe my nose is what makes my whole face come together and look beautiful. um, it makes you see how beautiful insecurities actually are. Yes, that is true. When I thought I had a bigger nose, I just said it makes me breathe better. Right? So funny that we think the same. So yeah, so that's what I think of, Yeah, you think of, oh my gosh, oh, my legs look, are not like the way I would like them to be. I would like them to look differently. But then I think of it like, oh my goodness, thank God I have legs. I can walk, and I can walk properly without being using any walking aid or something. So that's how I look at life. And I'm like, oh, thank you, God. And then when another insecurity comes, I just tackle them like that, one by one, by one, by one. And life goes on. Yeah. And also because if you happen to be on social media and you just look at the pictures of these celebrities, influencers, whatever they call themselves nowadays, you see like there are people who come later, years later, and share their stories and say like I there's this lady called K Michelle. She had like a BBL, And at that time, when people were like actually asking her if she had had like bath work done, she would be like, no, no, no. But then later on, she admitted to having it done, and she actually had serious life-threatening complications. And she shared, she was vulnerable enough, which I commend her for, and shared her story of how the procedure she did was not right, and it was like a dangerous procedure, and how it had really affected her health wise, and how much pain she had to go through just to try and rectify that situation, you know. And so you know, I think in retrospect, she's like, she wouldn't have done it. It's better to have a flat bum than to have all those complications, if you ask me. Carl, I love your voice. Oh, thank you. Carl, did I say your name right? Thank you. Welcome to my channel, and please show me some love by subscribing. M says, are bigger muscular legs pretty and attractive? I have big legs, or are skinner legs more attractive? Okay, so in my culture, uh, some people prefer like bigger legs, not really muscular, because Africans, the way most Africans are built, Africans are built like with how do you say it? Oh, like the life, guys. Thank you, Eva. Thank you for letting them know. Yeah, so some Kenyans prefer to have like such legs, as you call them. I don't know if you call them muscular, but they call them like full legs, like, yeah, because uh there are other ladies who have legs which are quite thin, and people make a lot of fun, you know. So they make fun of them, and which is not nice. It's not nice to body shame at all. Yeah, but you know how life is, and the world is full of different kinds of people. Yeah, so I wouldn't say which one is better. Oh, M removed the message. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to respond to it, yeah. But what I can say is that it really depends, yeah. Some people like it, some people don't like it, yeah. But even like for me, for example, for the longest time, I was like, oh, I wish I was taller. I wish I was like tall, you know, tall like Naomi Campbell, or like all those models. But then after some time, I was like, you know what? God has a reason as to why I'm this way. Yeah. But when you're young, it takes time. Sometimes it doesn't even come with age. Sometimes it's just experiences that you've gone through in life, and they just help shape the way your thoughts actually, yeah. And you get to say things differently, yeah. So I would like to think that I'm doing well in my struggle with my insecurities. It's a daily fight, to be honest, because even the slightest of things can trigger you, or can push you into that space where you start thinking that you're not perfect. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's just it really has a lot to do with your mental strength and how strong you are mentally, and so that will really help you not to be easily swayed, you know. Yeah, so that you just don't move with the flow. You're able to like uh sit down and think things through, and really really be able to weigh the options. Yeah. I went through a bad stage of being insecure, but it helped in a way. Oh yeah, it does, Eva, it does, yeah. But when you're going through it, it's not the prettiest of things. Yeah, there are times you reach like your lowest of lows. And the funny thing is, when you think it, like for me, when I think like I don't look good, even when I look at the mirror 1,000 times, I'm not going to see any pretty thing. Nothing. Because I'm already set in my mind that I'm not beautiful. So even if I stare in that mirror for the longest time, I'll just see what my brain is tricking me into thinking. Yeah. That is why positive thoughts are very, very important. There's one time on one of my lives I was talking about positive affirmations. Very important, yeah. It showed me I shouldn't waste my time on it almost. Yeah, and I'm glad you learned that lesson. That is so profound. Yeah. So positive affirmations, I am totally for positive affirmations because when you speak positive things to yourself, when you say it, the more you say it, the more you believe it, So I'll just be like, ooh, I'm beautiful, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Ooh, look at your hair, girl, you're cute. So the more I say these things to myself, I believe it, and that is how I will be. I'll be out there looking confident and feeling beautiful and feeling confident. And everyone has their own beauty. We all cannot be the same. That is a fact. All of us cannot be the same. I have to underwhelm myself. What is ABBMC, Eva? I get happier when some compliments or okay. Sorry, I missed it. I don't know why the messages are being. Who removed the message? I don't understand. They keep disappearing. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So positive affirmations are really good, and also sometimes when we look at people who are able differently, then it really helps you like put things into perspective and not to really value the outs the outside looks. Okay, you can value them, but not to like really put a lot of importance on them, because anything can happen, you know sorry, I made a spelling mistake. That's fine, we all do typos, especially now with phones when you type. Yeah. So when we see people who are able differently, when we see people who are really struggling even with ailments, and are really just struggling to be alive, then that will just, it works for me. I'm just like, I feel like I'm like ungrateful, to be honest, sometimes. And so it just helps me like just focus on what is important in life. Because you could be beautiful on the outside, but if you're horrible on the inside, then it does nothing. There's nothing to the world. Mm. I have to underwhelm myself so that I get happier when people compliment me or when I look at myself. Oh, that's good. I mean, if it works for you, that's perfect. Yeah. And so also, we don't want to be those people who are like so full of themselves. Like, I know I'm kids. Even if someone tells you like, oh, they compliment you and you're like, I know. That's so obnoxious. That I don't like. Yeah. And things can change, your looks can be altered by any unfortunate incident. And so if we base everything on our looks, just imagine if that is shattered and taken away, then we'll just crumble. Yeah. So that is why I feel like life, there is a lot more to live for. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Hi, Kamal. I'm doing well, and you? Yeah. So I feel like there is more to life. Yeah. Of course, we want to look good, we want to feel good, but there's also more to life than just the looks. Yeah. So I really hope that I will help spread this awareness and spread this message to just let people know that their skin is beautiful and they should feel beautiful and be comfortable and happy in their own skin, that no one should pressurize us to change the color of our skin. Yeah. Let no advertisements, no celebrity, no influencer, let no one try to convince you to alter your body in any way, shape, or form. Okay? If you feel like you're under pressure or you're not in that right mental space to make that decision, just take your time. Don't rush into it. Treat it as a life changing decision, you know, like a huge decision that you need to make. Speak to some of your family members, your very good friends. Try to get people's opinions. You could also speak to your doctor as well. And I think by the time you consult with yourself and others, then hopefully you will not make these rash decisions of, you know, changing your skin complexion, which will, you know, probably cause you a lot of harm in future. Yeah. So let us love ourselves and let no one tell you nothing about your skin, okay? Hi, I literally watch your videos every day. Oh, Lindsay Potter. Oh, thank you. Are you subscribed to my channel? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for your support. You just made my day. And of course, all of you who are watching as well. All right. Yeah. So I think my parting shot for today is be you, love you. You're beautiful, whether you're white or black or brown. We are all beautiful, okay? And we all can't be the same complexion. Imagine if everyone in the world was white or black or brown. That's why we have different colors, you know? Yeah, there's this song, I think it's by Bob Marley, I think. Maybe, yeah. Different colors, one people, different colors, one people, I hope I sang it well. I have to go for 10 minutes. Be back soon. Eva, I think I'll be gone by then. Aw, but I'll see you tomorrow because I'm almost done. But I really, really enjoyed your company. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. So, different colors, one people, different colors, one people. Yeah, so let us love ourselves. Okay, I'll make sure to rewatch the live later on. For sure. Okay, so yeah, let's love ourselves, our skin complexion. Let's love our bodies, you know. Don't let anyone dictate to you what your body type should be. No, ma'am. You know, you're comfortable in your own body, you love your body, you know, and just let it be the way it is. You could exercise if you want to, like, make the natural changes by eating differently or exercising, that's fine, but just don't rush into like all these surgeries or skin bleaching products, which are harmful to your body, you know. Yeah, so I'll join next time. See you then. Yeah, see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, Eva. Also going to Kenya again next month. Oh, I wish I could go. So that is so cool. Oh my goodness. Enjoy your time in Kenya. Yeah, Kenya is beautiful. Love, love, love Kenya. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for joining me and for listening to me and participating in my live by chatting with me and also voting. So the poll result is 31 votes. The question is, are you comfortable and happy in your own skin? 74% yes, 26% no. So my hope and prayer is that the 26% that are not comfortable in their own skin, my prayer is that they will find it within themselves to appreciate their skin and just find, how can I put it? Yeah. Just find a reason to be happy and comfortable in their own skin. I know it takes time because we all really struggle with our insecurities. Yeah. But if you look at things differently and clearly, I really hope that you'll be able to learn to love yourself, yeah, because no one can love you the way you love yourself. Okay, so, and you also need to have that self-love before you can pour your love out to other people. Yeah, so I really hope that yeah, you just find a way to just appreciate yourself and love yourself. Yeah, and I also suffer from ungratefulness sometimes and being insecure and whatnot, but I try as much as possible to remind myself that I'm a beautiful, beautiful black girl. Yeah, and yeah, that keeps me going. So until next time, I hope that all of you will be safe. And thank you so much for my subscribers for showing me so much love. And for those who have joined the family, I thank you too. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Eva. I'll see you tomorrow. Lindsay Porter, thank you so much. Kamal, thank you. Who else was in the live today? Kyle and M. Carl, I hope I said your name right. Carl, or yeah, yeah. And Preppy, Jam, Victor. I hope I'm not missing out on anyone. Ivy, Vince, Ari, Skylar, David, Alex, Joey. Thank you all so much for joining in. And also for those who did not comment but were watching, I thank you all so much. And I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.